What's up, YouTube folk? This is Dagos Zeta. We still got some Resident Evil 4 going here. And that was a pretty explosive start to the video. Now, I might have said before, I originally thought there was a yellow herb in there, but there wasn't. So, yeah, there's a yellow herb somewhere coming up, but it's going to be in the next area. Now we're almost done with this tiny section here, because to the next part we're gonna actually go into the base like area. Like this is the outskirts of the base, the outpost or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what word I'd use for it. And I don't know why Leon there just went and covered himself up to block an explosion that was behind him, but whatever. Yeah, I figure pointing out the obvious is sometimes a good thing. You should never overestimate people on the internet. I know some of my facts about the game commentary were, some of them seem a little obvious, but I've made a video talking about how stupid people on the internet are, and I'm not gonna take my chances overestimating them. Okay, here's the shop guy again, but I think all I really did there was upgrade something, or probably that was it. Now the reason I turned back is I'm pretty sure I heard the music was still playing, implying that someone was still there somewhere. And I'm pretty sure here it was still playing, so I just kind of stopped caring and turned back and tried to proceed onward. Now, okay. Now, I remember last video I was telling you I'd say stuff about my vacation I went on. Now, I went, it was a stereotypical beach vacation, you know, but one thing that happened that was really bothering me, or was annoying, I got attacked by crabs. No, I don't mean the STD, you strange people, but while I was in the ocean, usually what I'd do is I'd go swimming in the ocean, in the crazy tides and diving into the waves and stuff like that. But oh, I missed a guy. And so while I was rubbing my I got pushed back by a wave, so I was getting my balance again. So I was kind of sliding against the water floor with my feet, and then I felt something weird against my foot, and I thought it was one of those really cool spiky conch shells, so I picked it up using my foot and my hand, and it was a big crab, something you can probably see on Deadliest Catch. Well, now that's kind of over exaggerating, but it was, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 inches, not counting its legs, which are even bigger. And then, so I picked it up, and then it was trying to grab me. And then later, another smaller crab, while I was, I think I was trying to find a shell or something on the ground. But, then I took my hand out of the water, and there was a small crab pinching my finger. So I'm like, yeah, and I shook it away and got rid of it. But, and then, oh, on this part here is gonna be pretty cool in a second. First, Leon, all you can think about is steak. Now, I thought I can outrun that, but that guy, he's on fire. And if you examine the thing he came in, Leon will say, I wonder what he was doing in there. But anyway, so there's something else that we did. We were at some aquarium place, and they had an IMAX theater, so we saw an IMAX movie. And it was in 3D. Now, I've been underestimating 3D most of my life. Maybe it's just normal 3D. I think it being an IMAX has something to do with it. Hold on, I have something to say here. These guys, they can pack a punch if they hit you, but they're really easy to kill. You just have to headshot them with a rifle. Or what the other tactic I used was you can shoot them in the feet to knock them down, and then headshot them with a shotgun. We're going to go to that room over there in a minute, and you've heard Ashley yell help, but she's not really in there. Anyway. And I don't know what's going on here. It's kind of a little dance, I guess. Ouch. They usually have two of them, but okay, yeah. So the IMAX movie, that was like the coolest thing ever. That was probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen. But seeing it made me realize that I think movies should have a 12-year-old age minimum, because little kids, all they do in movies is talk. And actually, this one little kid next to me, he was actually trying to grab all like the fish and stuff that were coming out of the screen. Now I think this guy, yeah, that guy's one of the spiders coming out of his head. So, no, then again, my mom was also trying to grab stuff out of the screen. I don't know what you can say to that, but it definitely was cool. So, I'm not sure if like 3D with normal theaters is the same as an IMAX 3D, but I'd go and see one again. It was definitely the coolest thing ever. And then one day we'd like wasted 2 hours go-karting, where you got like one of those passes where you can just go and do whatever you want for 2 hours. Now I got real jealous because my brother, he was allowed to do this one thing where they attach you to a bungee cord and then you jump on this like big ball thing. So it's like one of those, they call them like the gravity defying things. They make up cheesy names like that. So basically he was able to jump really high and do like flips and stuff, and it was really cool. So but I was too fat to do that. Yeah, that's right. I exceeded the weight limit. So that sort of made me cry a little bit because I really would have wanted to do that. And then on one of the tracks, there was probably one of the best tracks they had there. They had like multiple tracks, not like the one near where I live, where there's only one track really, but it's a good track there. But the one we were on, there was the one like time we went around it, there was these like one like girl and her boyfriend or something like that. But the girl, she was like crazy. She was breaking like all the driving rules we had. Now, normally I wouldn't care, but she was like ramming into everybody, and then she rammed into me, and then I got stuck in like this huge pile up with like 3 people. And then when I got hit, like the shock, it ended up knocking my glasses off, because yeah, I wear glasses. But what happened after that was I'm sitting there, I'm trying to like pushing my acceleration at as high as it can go, but I was stuck, so I couldn't like get through it. So she's telling me go, 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 but I can't. And then my glasses are like on the other side of the track, and I can't really reach them because they're way too far away from me. And people are just driving by them. I'm thinking, crap, they're gonna break, which would be really bad because I'm like severely nearsighted, where I can see about 9 inches in front of my face at most. But yeah, so I might have said this already, but we did bring our Xbox and Wii. So I was playing some new games I got. Well, I didn't get any new games for the Wii. I knew Xbox game, but I'm gonna kind of talk about that next video. Well, right here, all I really do is mainly sell the TMP ammo I got. And I checked for other stuff, there's nothing. But I said where we set up the TV for the Xbox, we had to move the TV. Tactical vest, we're gonna buy that soon, by the way. Like next video or the video after. It was perfectly eye level if you sat at the top of the bunk bed they had there at the condo we stayed at. And actually, we're thinking maybe next time we might go with a few other families, like cousin families and stuff, and buy rent a house instead of just a condo. Because we were looking at seeing some of the houses they had in there. They're really nice, and they all like slept multiple people in there. Now, ouch. And also, we got to go to lunch we got to go to my favorite restaurant ever for dinner one day. Went to Red Robin. That is, I don't know, I'm like a burger guy. I really like burgers. Like almost any time I go to a restaurant, I'll get a burger. So Red Robin, where its main course is always a burger usually. That's like my type of restaurant. This takes you back to the start, so that door I walked by earlier, apparently it leads back here. So, little useless fact there. And yeah, and then one night we also went to Chili's, which had like its own clone of my favorite burger at Red Robin, which that was pretty good. I got that. And then also while we were there, the power went out, so we had to sit in darkness for like 3 seconds, but it came back on a second. If it didn't, then I would have not gotten my burger and I would have been sad. Alright guys, I'm out of time, so I'm going to see you guys next video. Good day.